All right, y'all. So happy Tuesday. Um, so I wanted to do this PSA because I finished the Netflix series Inventing Anna. For some reason, it really surprised me. I was like, how in the world this 25-year-old girl, and it's based on true story. And so the whole thing based on true story about this girl Anna who was German, British, whatever. Infiltrated this high class system in New York and conned people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I just want to fast forward to the last episode well, not the last, I guess it's the second to last episode, um, to when her friends, I don't remember her friend's name, whatever. I don't remember her friend's name, but the friend that she went to the trip to Morocco with, and charged the Vanity Fair friend and charged her credit cards. Lord, um, first off, I just want to say Shonda Rhimes can pick these actresses because the actress that played her friend looked stressed. She was stressed by that debt that she had put on, by the work credit card that got maxed out and all the trouble she was like, you could see, whew, like that's some big stuff. And I know there are hundreds, thousands of people, especially after pandemic and crazy financial things are happening, but a lot of people don't take into consideration how financial stress can affect your health and can affect you mentally, physically, and emotionally. Because, like in the show, the girl couldn't even focus at work. Like, people were talking to her, like, huh, what, huh? Like, she couldn't focus. She was so stressed out. Like, I thought she was going to have an aneurysm, a heart attack, or something. Bang on person, gonna burst on top of her head. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. And we need to realize that the stress that we put on ourselves for financial stress, it it can be prevented, and it's all mental. And so I know some people are like, oh my gosh, Amber, like some people just have a hard times. And granted, this may be the case for some people, but from my experience, because I've had highs, I've had lows, but in order to, like, just like you want a new level of health, you want a new level of finances, because I know some people may have been able to go from like being dirt poor, dirt broke, not being able to keep the lights on, to have 50, 60K annual salary. But even though they made that big leap in finances, they may still have this mental block that is preventing them from saving their money, from feeling abundant in their money. So they may still, even though they're making that 60K, they still may have this mindset of, I'm not of like when they were at this level, this dirt poor broke level. And so wherever they go, no matter how much farther they go, they're still going to be at this level, simply because they're still going to be at this level mentally, simply because they are not working on the subconscious mental blocks that are holding them back, because they've never got over the traumatic situations that have happened to them when they were in that poverty stricken area in their life. And granted, I know I've had to overcome mental blocks too. Sometimes things can happen in the future, like certain financial blows, and can, even though you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm totally like out of this situation, it can bring you right back in that same mental block financial situation. So then you go back to feeling that stress. And if you stay in that mental stress level, it's the same thing as dealing with health issues and staying in or keeping anxiety for a long time, or staying in that depressive state for a long time, where you continue to emotional eat and not want to do self-care because you're always worrying about your financial troubles. So I just say this all to say that one, Inventing Anna was a good Netflix show because it reminded me to speak out about financial stress. And this is something that I am going to incorporate in my Stress Alchemist course. And I think I mentioned that last week. But yeah, I am working on the Stress Alchemist course because I did mention that. But anyway, that's something that I'm going to incorporate in there, because if you are not maintaining your stress on all levels, because sometimes the only stress is your job and your work. And you may feel, and that could be another thing, like you feel like you have to work a certain job that stresses you out, that makes your health drop so low, just because you have this mental block, like, I am not successful unless I keep this job, or this is the only way because there's no other way. And so I know I had mental blocks like that when I had just left San Francisco and came down to San Diego, because working for myself, starting a business again, it brought back all the fears of failure back when I first started my first business. So it's definitely something that you have to work on. And if you can control your mind, you can control your life. And one thing that will help you stay in balance and to work out that stress and anxiety and the money blocks is exercise, eating right, mindfulness, self-awareness. So you have to start incorporating the big picture of what all affects your health. So I hope this helps.